a vision for a transformed Nairobi County, a 5-year plan in bullet points, a manifesto for Nairobi. Salute. The majestic people of Nairobi, fellow Kenyans, our struggle should be not only to confront empire, but to lay siege to it, to deprive it of oxygen, to shame it, to mock it with our arts, our music, our literature, stubbornness, our joy, our brilliance, our sheer relentlessness, and our ability to tell our own stories, stories that are different from the ones that we are being brainwashed to believe. Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Arundhati Roy, War Talk. Arise, Nairobi, arise. The majestic people of Nairobi, you pay taxes, but you have no services. You pay high taxes, but your security is not guaranteed. Millions of you have no clean running water. Millions of you live in hovels, not houses. More than 90% of hardworking but poorly paid or jobless Nairobians live in slums, not houses. Millions of us are surrounded with rotting, filthy, and disease-carrying garbage. Nairobi has no solid waste management system. Nairobi roads and streets are few, narrow, decaying and falling apart. These are services you pay for and which devolution was supposed to bring. I shall bring these services to all Nairobi residents, not just to the few rich people in Muthaiga, Karen, Lavington, Runda, Kiuna, Ridgeways, Roslyn, Kitusuru, and Lower Kabete estates. Demand dignity, gainful employment, humane and habitable living conditions. As the late comrade Samora Machel, God bless his soul forever, used to quip, the struggle continues against what? What must the struggle continue against? Comrade Machel constantly reminded Mozambicans that the struggle must continue against poverty, ignorance, backwardness, homelessness, unemployment, exploitation, and abuse. These are concrete things, he would thunder. I agree with him. Our struggle for the liberation of Nairobi City County is for very concrete things, not abstractions. My fellow majestic people of Nairobi, the transformation team is bringing real positive change to Nairobi. I lead the National Liberation Movement, a movement made up of everyone, the industrious youth and hardworking women and men. The middle class plays a central role as much as the homeless, the unemployed, the student, the hawker, and the mamamboga. They may be economically deprived, but they are not stupid. The brave and patriotic people of Nairobi come from all regions, ethnic groups, races, and religions, faiths, and beliefs in our beautiful republic. They are united in their suffering, exploitation, and deprivation. The majestic people of Nairobi, you are also united in your dislike for the theft and pillage of your resources, public, land, and taxes, by the greedy and deceptive hypocritical leaders. Nairobi City County deserves a governor with a progressive vision and a focused agenda for all its residents in all its splendor, cultural, and religious diversity, richness and vibrancy. Nairobi deserves a governor that works as hard as Nairobians do, one who is fully committed every minute of every day on growing the economy, creating jobs, building high-quality infrastructure such as housing, roads, light rail, bicycle lanes, walk paths, and strengthening the middle class. These are concrete things. They are not abstractions. Unlike our visionless opponents who thrive on fake, hypocritical humility and cynical handouts, I am a pragmatic, practical, and realistic revolutionary. I understand that transformative change will meet resistance from those thriving in chaos, neglect, and corruption rackets that have invaded and occupied all corridors of power at City Hall. But the majestic people of Nairobi also know that for the city to be prosperous, we must uproot the cartels with all their surrogates, messengers, and sympathizers. I only commit and undertake to do what I know I shall deliver on. Unlike my competitors, who have a horrible history and record of ineptitude, looting and theft, mismanagement of public resources, my record and history is untainted. I am the only candidate for the position of governor of Nairobi who is incorruptible. Yes, Nairobians deserve a governor who is fully devoted to helping less fortunate residents work their way up into the middle class and become economically stable and prosperous. Nairobi deserves a governor who understands that governance must be fully transparent and accountable. In other words, Nairobi deserves a governor who makes better, smarter, fairer, transparent, and effective decisions than they have known before. I undertake to lead and manage that government. Starting on the day of my inauguration, there shall be, as an official government policy, starting from the very top, zero tolerance to corruption, ineptitude, waste, and inefficiency. To get here, we must beat fear with hope. We beat cynicism with hard work. And we beat negative divisive politics, partisan tribal politics, with a positive vision that brings Nairobians together. This is a defining election. It is an election between the merchants of impunity, thieves and crooks, and drug peddlers versus an honest man. I will make this vision a reality. Okay. I, Miguna, solemnly commit to selflessly serve Nairobi City County, where all citizens, regardless of their origins or social class, receive high-quality services they are entitled to. Starting from the governor's office downwards, we are committed to the provision of high-quality, efficient, and effective essential services to all county residents as of right 24/7. Employment and promotion by the Nairobi City Public Service will be based on relevant qualifications, competence, and integrity. We shall have integrity at the core of governance. We shall entrench integrity in all spheres of public affairs, including ethical, responsible, accountable, and dependable leadership in the management of county affairs, and bring discipline, order, and efficiency in public service delivery and preservation of resources. All county offices will be open and functioning between 8:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Essential and emergency services such as ambulatory, fire, and security will be operational 24 hours, 7 days a week. City security officers or askaris will be vetted and retrained professionally. Existing redeemable ones will be retrained and redeployed. Irredeemable ones will be fired and all rehabilitated. No person or entity with a criminal record, pending and or outstanding criminal cases, and or who has been banned, or whose credibility has been questioned by any public body, will be employed or permitted to serve in or work for the county government. The governor, deputy governor, county executive officers, and other senior county officials will be subjected to forensic life audits annually, and anyone found to have acquired illicit wealth shall resign or be fired and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. My government shall fully cooperate with and avail all relevant records and evidence to the investigating and prosecutorial authorities. There will be a 24 emergency telephone numbers for reporting crime, insecurity, health, emergencies, and suspicious cases of corruption or economic crimes. Scholarships for bright, needy children. We shall seek, obtain, and give high-value university scholarships for at least 20,000 top needy students from every ward to local and foreign institutions of higher learning in the field of science, technology, business, entrepreneurship, arts, social sciences, and the humanities annually. We emphasize and focus on building a knowledge-based economy. We encourage creativity, originality, and industry. We shall empower the youth through education, training, and gainful employment. In addition to the groundbreaking initiatives contained in this manifesto, we shall partner with the private sector to create more productive opportunities for the youth, many of them beneficiaries of the scholarship programs. We shall concentrate on building socioeconomic independence and or financial security for residents, not dependency. We shall inculcate the culture of education, creativity, industry, and entrepreneurship as the best pathways out of poverty and stigmatize and banish the culture of handouts which has stunted our growth and pride. Modern infrastructure. We shall construct more, wider, and proper roads and streets in the county. We shall solve the traffic gridlock through the construction of more and wider roads and eradication of roundabouts and the installation and utilization of traffic lights. All Kenyan roads, including those in Nairobi City County, are narrow, few, poorly constructed, and rarely maintained. We shall also construct numerous bypasses and overpasses along major streets and roads to ease traffic congestion and for safety of pedestrians. We shall use the international best practices in road constructions. Roads must have beneath each one of them storm drainage, sewer systems for water and excess water disposal. As well, power, ICT, and clean water supply must also be beneath the roads. Currently, roads in Nairobi are constructed without this essential infrastructure. Hence, they wash away quickly. Commuters driving through red lights shall be ticketed, charged, and fined heavily. We shall expand the width of all existing roads and streets in order to reduce accidents, provide space for commuters, cyclists, and pedestrians. We will construct dedicated lanes for emergency vehicles such as police, ambulances, and fire trucks. Only police and emergency vehicles will use these lanes. We shall rehabilitate the decaying, collapsed, and collapsing Nairobi city infrastructure. We shall overhaul and revitalize the planning department and hire professional, well-trained, competent, vibrant, and ethical staff. We shall retrain, transfer, or retrench ineffective personnel. We shall institute an ongoing comprehensive inspection of all county infrastructure to identify defects, maintenance needs, etc. We shall audit all the buildings in the city before and after construction. We shall set strict standards on the issuance of building permits, including but not limited to establishing a robust quality control and international best practices in the construction, management, safety, and maintenance of all structures in the county. We shall set up a functioning and efficient maintenance department which shall include 1. Construct and maintain a modern sewer system, build and maintain modern storm drainage systems, construct and maintain modern water reservoirs, cleaning and recycling system, maintain and repair wide county roads, construct functioning and well-resourced fire stations in all residential areas, repair all county buildings, and paint all county properties. A modern solid waste management system. We shall launch and operate major solid waste management systems that will permanently rid Nairobi of its perennial garbage problem. Nairobi City County is currently choking with garbage. Uncollected and untreated garbage is everywhere, and it is a major health hazard. Garbage will be collected twice each week for recycling, treatment, incineration, and processing from all Nairobi residential areas by public utility vehicles and employees. These and other infrastructural developments will create training opportunities and at least 100,000 well-paying jobs for the youth and engineers per year starting 2018. Hawkers and small businesses. We shall construct affordable, modern markets for hawkers, mamambogas, and entrepreneurs so that they can market and sell their goods in clean and safe environments without harassment and indignities. Hawkers and mamambogas are legitimate and hardworking entrepreneurs who need support and an enabling environment to prosper. My administration is committed to providing these and to ensure that these vibrant businessmen and women thrive and prosper and are not subjected to cruel, inhumane, and humiliating treatment. A clean, sustainable environment. We shall strengthen sustainable utilization of the environment. We will ban the use of all plastic products in the city, like they have done in Kigali, Rwanda. The Nairobi River and other water sources, such as Waka River, shall be cleaned and safeguarded. Public parks, gardens, and recreational resources shall be rehabilitated. Tree planting and care will become a daily ceremony for Nairobi residents. We will ensure that 1 million seedlings are planted, cared for, and celebrated annually. Those cutting down trees will be prosecuted or fined. Within 2 months of taking office, we intend to pass a bylaw banning littering, use of plastic, and cutting down trees, regardless of whether it is happening in public or private property. We will establish a major recycling plant in all residential areas to be identified for both degradable and biodegradable products. As part of the solid waste management system referred to above, There will be no discrimination on the collection, disposal, treatment, and recycling of garbage based on social status as is happening presently. Public toilets will be constructed and operated in all public places within the city. Clean piped water. We shall provide adequate, clean, safe water for all residents. Running or piped clean water is a vital basic necessity and right. It will be available to everyone in all residential areas or estates. There will be no discrimination on the supply of clean water based on social status or class. Efficient public transport system. We shall provide an affordable, efficient public transport system such as light rail, street, cars, trams, and buses. We will introduce an affordable public transit system consisting of buses, trains, streetcars, and light rail. We intend to transport commuters between the CBD and Eastlands, Westlands, and all Nairobi's environs. These will be funded from our revenue sources such as property and business taxes, parking, licensing, lease renewals, and transfer payments from the National Treasury. We shall ensure that the Nairobi City County receives its fair share of funds based on allocated constitutional functions. The Constitution of Kenya 2010 provides that, quote, money follows functions. Adequate, humane, and affordable housing. We shall upgrade and construct environmentally friendly, affordable, and hygienic Nairobi City County public housing with indoor plumbing and clean running water for the economically underprivileged residents. We shall unveil a major construction program to resettle all slum dwellers to the new homes or houses. The intention is to eventually eliminate slums from Nairobi. Funds will be sourced from well-wishers both locally and from abroad. Full details of this progressive program will be unveiled in due course. We estimate that the construction projects will create more than 500,000 well-paying jobs for residents each year. This will provide training, employment, and economic stimulus and growth for the people. The upgrade and construction shall target Kibra, Mathare, Kawangware, Huruma, Kangemi, Korogocho, Majengo, Mukuru wa Njenga, Babandogo, Kayole, Githogoro, Fuata Nyayo, Isili, Kariobangi, Nyalenda, and Ziwa Ngombe. Recreational facilities for everyone. We shall acquire, build, and manage public recreational facilities and parks in all areas of Nairobi, especially in Kebra, Mathare, Lang'ata, Dagoretti, Dandora, Umoja, Kawangware, Huruma, Kangemi, Korogocho, Majengo, Mukuru wa Njenga, Babandogo, Kayole, Nyalenda, Ziwa la Ng'ombe, Greenfields, Donholm, Kasarani, and Kahawa from public land that has been unlawfully grabbed by the cartels. Safe pedestrian walkways and bicycle lanes. We shall build and manage safe pedestrian walkways and bicycle lanes in all Nairobi estates. Sadly, nearly all residential areas in Nairobi don't have pedestrian walkways. This endangers innocent residents walking, jogging, bicycling, or going about their normal business or activities. Currently, there are no walkways in Eastlands and other so-called quote-unquote informal settlements or places pejoratively called dwellings, which are the homes of more than 3/4 of Nairobi residents. There are hardly any bicycle lanes in the entire county. The construction and maintenance of public bicycle lanes, walkways, overpasses, underpasses, gardens, and recreational facilities will create thousands of well-paying jobs. In addition to bicycle lanes, we shall construct secure bicycle storage facilities at affordable rates throughout the county. A secure and prosperous city, we shall facilitate private sector investment and an enabling environment that attracts domestic and increased foreign investment. We shall introduce a minimum livable wage for all Nairobi residents based upon a structured and legal framework spearheaded by the county government, working together with the national government and organized labor, and in consultation with the private sector. My government will prioritize the quality of life for all residents of the great city of Nairobi. We shall integrate ICT in government and private sector business processes. We shall ensure that an effective, efficient, and transparent e-payment module is implemented featuring online rents, liquor licensing, land rates, market stalls, single business permit applications, and parking tickets. The e-payment module will include an interactive web portal that is transformational and provides unified communication and email for both efficient and effective service delivery. We shall maintain efficient and effective security systems for the improvement of public safety and the protection of property. We shall improve access to infrastructure and services in order to enhance overall county productivity. We shall strengthen the principles of universal access to education and quality health care by ensuring that Nairobi has well-constructed, equipped, and staffed and free elementary learning and health centers. We shall radically minimize youth unemployment through creative and innovative expansion of employment opportunities. We are committed to the introduction of a massive Marshall Plan, in quotes, that will create at least 1 million well-paying jobs for Nairobi residents in 2 years. The peasants, the working poor, the mamambogas, the boda-bodas, the hustlers, and the unemployed will receive enhanced government support and empowerment through government and private sector partnerships and targeted skill training programs. These are hardworking Kenyans. They deserve respect, support, and empowerment. Namibia, for example, is largely a desert that only obtained our independence on 21st March 1990, but it has a universal, well-resourced pension plan for all its citizens. The construction of a modern solid waste management system alone will create more than 200,000 well-paying jobs for engineers in all fields, technicians, garbage collectors, garbage truck drivers, recyclists, etc. More than 500,000 well-paying jobs will be created in the slum construction. All slums in Nairobi will be targeted. Clean and affordable housing with indoor toilets and running water will be constructed for all low-income and unemployed residents at substantial discounted rates. My government shall partner with international and local charities, foundations, businesses, philanthropists, and foreign governments in order to realize this dream. The construction and maintenance of an efficient public rapid transit system comprising light rail, trams, or streetcars, and buses transporting commuters from and to their destinations within Nairobi and its immediate environs. This initiative will create tens of thousands of well-paying jobs in all sectors of the economy. A corruption-free and an accountable government. We shall eradicate incompetence, all forms of corruption, theft and misuse of public resources, ensuring high-quality service delivery for all Nairobi residents. Working collaboratively with the Office of the Auditor General, the Department of Criminal Investigations, and an independent forensic audit firm, we shall carry out monthly and ongoing audits in all departments to ensure ethical compliance and fiscal responsibility. We shall entrench a scientific performance appraisal system to determine efficiency and effectiveness among all county employees and officers. We shall ensure the efficient utilization of county resources to facilitate growth and prosperity. Every penny allocated for public service or service delivery shall be spent for what it has been allocated for in a timely and efficient manner. The Auditor General, the Director of Criminal Investigations, forensic investigators, and other law enforcement agencies shall have the full cooperation of my administration to ensure that no public funds are lost or misused. The procurement system, processes, procedures, and personnel shall be transparent and open to scrutiny 24 hours a day. No person shall serve in the procurement department for more than 1 year. We will ensure that there are no collusions between the county departments and other officers on the one hand, and suppliers, contractors, and corruption cartels on the other. We shall dismantle all cartels and their networks through forensic detection, prosecution, asset recovery, and stiff punishment. We shall identify, expose, and prosecute everyone implicated in the theft, looting, and/or misappropriation of public resources. We shall seek and obtain the assistance of independent professionals, including foreign forensic investigators, for purposes of identifying and blocking loopholes in our systems, identifying, arresting, and prosecuting culprits, creating or establishing modern theft proofing systems, training forensic investigators, and building and maintaining capacity. Working collaboratively with law enforcement agencies and institutions, we shall ensure that everyone suspected of misappropriation of public resources face the full force of the law without equivocation or protection. We shall set up modern systems of control and detection of misuse of public funds. There will be no sacred cows in my administration. We shall trace, locate, seize, repatriate, and restore stolen public resources and assets, including but not limited to the recovery of the former official city mayor's residence. Working collaboratively with the Director of Criminal Investigations, an independent forensic audit firm or body to be identified, and a reputable external investigative authority, we shall institute modern mechanisms of preventing, detecting, and dealing with misfeasance in public office. We ensure that stolen Nairobi County assets such as the mayor's golden chain, the mayor's official residence, the Chief Justice residence, and other prime properties in and around Nairobi are located, repatriated, and restored back to their rightful owners, the majestic people of Nairobi. We shall conduct thorough forensic audits of all county and or Nairobi city resources and assets, including that of present and former public servants. This shall be accomplished through the hiring or commissioning of independent forensic firms and external investigators, not through the discredited commissions of inquiry. We shall fortify the principles of democracy, constitutionalism, the rule of law, and social justice, so as to fortify individual freedoms and popular sovereignty. I shall have monthly, extraordinary, unrestricted, and televised live town hall meetings with residents from various estates, groups and interests so that my government can listen to, receive feedback from, provide update to, and dialogue with all the residents of Nairobi. I take public accountability and transparent governance very seriously and shall ensure that my government will belong to the people in spirit, fact, and daily operation. I shall govern for the benefit of all Nairobi residents except for the cartels. I shall ensure that the services itemized in the Constitution of Kenya 2010 as being the responsibility of the county government are delivered efficiently and in a timely fashion without equivocation. I shall implement the Constitution and make devolution a reality. There will be no tricks, no games, no false promises. A final commitment. Attention, Nairobi. You pay taxes in hundreds of billions of shillings every year, but the thieves and drug lords you call quote-unquote leaders steal all of it. I shall utilize your tax money to provide residents with basic services. Nairobi City County shall be built for its residents, businesses, and visitors. I'll make Nairobi safe again. Our children will play, learn, and thrive in a clean environment free of illicit drugs, thugs, and garbage. I'll make Nairobi great again. Our children will embrace the culture of diversity and success through learning and hard work. I'll make Nairobi prosperous again, where the youth, women and men work in solidarity and patriotism, where nationhood won't be a survival facade. I'll make Nairobi self-sufficient again, where residents won't scavenge and beg for survival from those who have impoverished them. I'll make Nairobi proud again, where residents, visitors, and entrepreneurs shall flourish in a culture of creativity, ingenuity, and regeneration. I'll make Nairobi fun again, where all residents will be free, safe, secure, confident, financially independent, and happy. I'll lead and serve Nairobi democratically. Transparency, accountability, and integrity shall be my and my government's badge of honor. I'll transform Nairobi from a filthy, run-down, overcrowded, mismanaged, and decaying one to a clean, modern, and integrated world-class city. A luta continua. The struggle continues. As Baba Tunde Fashola, who was the governor of Lagos between 2007 and 2015, did for Lagos, so will I undertake to do it for Nairobi with your support. Chant with me our clarion call. My vote, my power. Your vote, your power. Our vote, our power. This is the time to get rid of the thieves and thugs. Wakati ni sasa wa kumaliza ufisadi. This is the time to clean up City Hall. Wakati ni sasa kuweka wezi wa mali ya umma korokoroni. This is the time, this is the time. This is the time, tick tock, tick tock. Vote for Miguna, Miguna.